Listen, the way that money works is changing, and we're currently entering the biggest digital gold rush of the century. So with that being said, you need to be capitalizing on this. In this video, I'm going to show you the complete roadmap system that can scale you from 0 to 100K extremely quickly if you put the effort in. You could show this system to somebody 5 years ago and they think it was completely impossible, because the system is actually that simple and it's that easy that you can start implementing it tomorrow and see instantaneous results. I'm going to give this whole system away so you can see it for yourself. You can download it, it'll be in the description. But yeah, let's get straight into it. So, the only trading blueprint you will need to dominate in 2026. Firstly, you've got to understand why most traders won't make it next year. And it's down to 3 things. You've got a weak routine, a weak system, and a weak approach. So, like I say, within this video, I'm going to show you every single thing you need to do to refine all 3 of these foundational areas to ensure that you're making consistent progress. So, Section 1, preparation and routine. And this is the foundation that nobody mentions. First thing we need to do is just analyze what you're doing on a day-to-day basis right now and how it's actually affecting what progress you're making. So for me, I have a Notion template, and literally from 7 a.m. in the morning, I will note down what I have to do. So 7 a.m. wake up, 7:05 breathing exercises. Every single thing that you need to be doing in the morning that you think is going to benefit you, you need to be writing down. So why is this important? So mental clarity is key, especially when it comes to informed decision making. This is such a big thing that people don't understand. And I've got a few examples coming, but let's just go through these first. So the market rewards discipline and not randomness. This is old news. Discipline is so important. And a system, it doesn't just mean on the charts, it means outside the charts as well. But yeah, the routine itself creates consistency, not the strategy. So, although it may not seem like a lot, so breathing exercises and outdoor stretching, this may not seem like it helps, but in the grand scheme of things, you're actually refining down your whole system to ensure that you have the most informed decision making that you can possibly have on the chart. So, for example, for me, before London Open, which I'm lucky here in Dubai, it's at 11 a.m, I'll actually go and do the gym. So I'll go train, and then my mind is clear, alongside doing all of these things. Now, morning routine is also important, because if you look good, you feel good, and if you feel good, you perform well. And that's the most important thing. So I have a morning one and I have an evening one. So a task to complete now if you haven't already got this. You need to install Notion and create a new project. From here, you need to create a database and then just list your routine. It is so simple. Obviously list what you ideally want to be doing. Obviously yours isn't going to look like mine right now. So for example, if you wake up at 10 a.m, you need to be putting in, I'll wake up at 8:30. And then from there, you need to put a list of things that are going to basically make you mentally clear before you get on the chart. So this whole area is just kind of refining and making sure that before we even think about a strategy or think about charts, that we're in a good headspace and we're ready to move forward. And that just goes for everything, because so many people miss out this part when it's actually the most crucial thing that you'll find in the trading space. It's just routine. So it's super key. I do the same thing every day. Some people don't like it, I do. So I don't mind doing the same thing every single day for the rest of my life, because I'm happy and I'm content doing it. But yeah, if you haven't already, make sure to get Notion installed, create a new project. It's super simple. I'll literally show you now. So I'll go to my personal one. So my daily routine. So it's literally a table that I can fill out, and all I have to do is click dash, table view there, and a whole table will come up. So you name it morning routine, and then you list out your dates, times, everything. You can add different things, text, add different things, and you're all good to go. But yeah, this is mine. If you want to copy mine, feel free. Mine goes between 7 and then to 10, because London Open's at 11 and I know what I'm doing from there anyway. And just maximizing potential as well. So anything that keeps yourself feeling good, that is the most important thing. So yeah, take notes of any of this, and you're all good to go. So the next thing, investing into a strong strategy. This is by far one of the most important things, especially if you're just starting out. I know a lot of you will already have a strategy in place, but if you don't, here are some key qualities. Simple execution for you. So it fits around your routine. And this is something that we specialize with our students, is refining a strategy that works alongside their routine. So I know that if a student that I have can't trade from 8 a.m. till 10 a.m., I'll refine the strategy so that I can help him trade from 6 till 10 or whatever. There's different things that we customize for people, but as of right now, it needs to be simple execution for you. There needs to be a clear entry criteria, and it needs to be a mechanical outlook. So these two both go hand in hand, really. And the main reason being, you want a mechanical strategy because it avoids discretion. So it avoids questioning yourself. So for example, if I go on TradingView, a mechanical setup is something that happens and you confirm that it happens without actually having to question it. So for example, here, a break above this line here, I'll just draw it on. So a break above this high is a break of structure to the upside. That is mechanical. I know that. I don't need any discretion. This is the high, this is the low, this is the new higher high, and this is the lower low. That's mechanical. Something that's discretionary is, for example, drawing a Fibonacci tool from this low. Do I draw it to this high or do I draw it to this high? That is a discretional value, and it's something that I'll go into deeper in other videos, but as for right now, you need to keep your strategy mechanical. Simple execution for you, we've covered that. So task to complete now: install TradingView, install MetaTrader, download our strategy PDF, which is actually linked in our description. There's a full free Discord with our strategy playbook and a journal as well, and then take notes on our strategy, and you can literally start implementing this tomorrow. So yeah, I mean, investing into a strong strategy, it's simple. People make it seem super difficult, going down YouTube rabbit holes, signal groups. Just avoid all that. Just find a strategy that works for you, test the data, and use it every single day. Section 3, backtesting and forward testing at least 6 months worth of data. So it's boring, but this is why it works. So backtesting proves that the strategy itself works. So obviously the strategy that we use, we've done all the testing for you. So you'll be able to see all of this within our resource pack. It's something that we provide to our students. So you can see that every trade that's taken here, the added data that we look for is on the date, the day, the entry point, entry time, was it a win or loss, and then we have our equity balance increasing. So for this month, which was August, we actually had a 13% gain at a 64% win rate. But like I say, we have all that for our students. But yeah, backtesting proves that it works. So before you use a strategy, you can't just go in and guess. So you can't just implement this strategy now and start using it day by day. You've got to go and test it for yourself, because everyone has a different outlook at the market. And luckily, this strategy is quite mechanical, so you should all be looking for the same thing. But backtesting, especially as a beginner, it shows that you can kind of pick up the foundations and see what you're looking for and be able to put it on your chart yourself. Countless of our students, they came in, they read the strategy PDF, and then within a week or two, they were just marking up the strategy themselves, which is exactly what we look for in our students. But yeah, so forward testing proves you can execute it. So this is going to be testing on live markets. So after you've done 6 months worth of back testing, you're now going to start implementing the strategy on a live market and watching it play out live. This will then add in the mental aspect of things. Of when you're back testing, there's no actual risk on the line, whereas forward testing there is. Obviously you can forward test without putting a trade on and just watch it play out, but yeah, we usually just get our students to start taking trades as soon as we can see that they can implement the strategy for themselves. And 6 months is valuable recent data, so anything before that, I think it's bullshit. I mean, market conditions change rapidly with anything, geopolitical effects, wars, anything, it can change. So 6 months is considered recent data. So I always get our students to kind of backtest the past 6 months, because that's what I deem the most valuable. So task to complete now. Download our free journal, which if you click the link in the description after this video and head to the Discord, both of the things there, so the strategy playbook and the journal, and then start backtesting the strategy over the past 6 months. You can do this in about a week, and by then you should be able to start implementing the strategy yourself on forward testing. So these, basically what we've covered up to now, are sorting out your routine. As I said, that's key. Before we even start looking at charts, sorting that out it's literally a given. You've got to do it before you even step on the charts. Secondly is not wasting your time looking at videos. Just simply get a strategy. We have one that we can provide for you, and start using it. And the third thing is getting data together, which again we've already done for you. So everything that we're offering here, we've shortcutted all of the hard work. Obviously, we'd like you to do it yourself so you can get a feel for it. But unlike these people who are just going to throw you in the deep end, we have done all of the work for you. And as you can see, the way that we do things is quite detailed, but it's all a part of a system. So all of these steps are actually key to progressing rapidly. And I mean, our students are doing this and becoming consistently profitable within 6 months. So it's very easy for you to do as well. But yeah, so the next section is finding like-minded traders, which is massively underrated. So as I say, you've already put the free Discord, so you're in. But why the right community is actually a meta. Accountability is the main thing. I mean, we've met so many traders who have started doing this on their own, but they just don't have the drive or discipline to do it by themselves. So finding like-minded traders and people who are looking for the same goals and aspirations as you actually makes you stronger without even realizing it. Shared ideas and trade analysis. So for example here, we had Jake, who's one of our mentors. He put in a trade analysis of an EU trade last week, and it actually ran to nearly 1 to 5R, which is crazy. I mean, the trade was one of the best of the year, but he was up 3%, and all the other traders actually got in on this trade as well, just because of that lookout. I mean, you can't look at multiple charts at once. It's just not possible. It's also not beneficial at all. So we refine our students to 2 pairs. They get to pick whatever pairs they want. They test the data, and then they come back and trade it. So what this does is, if you've got all these traders looking at the exact same strategy as you, you know that they're making informed decisions just like you are. And if they've gone through all of these steps to ensure that they know what they're doing, even I can take one of their trades, understand why they're taking it, and completely agree and enter it without even hesitating. So yeah, they are massively underrated for accountability, shared ideas, and it normalizes consistency and discipline. When you see other people winning, it actually motivates you to, work harder. And when there's all these people within a community working super hard, it makes you not want to be the outlaw. So this is actually our private mentorship, which we do actually have on offer. If you want to join that, click the link in the description, but I'll go more into that soon. But yeah, there's loads of things that we do in there. There's personal development, trading, to keep everyone on top form. So task to complete: click the link below, join the free Discord, and introduce yourself. Get yourself to know these people, and just start trading, and you'll find that you'll naturally just progress at a lot faster rate than doing it on your own. And this is what we found. I mean, we've been coaching now for nearly 3 years, and it has proved that trading alongside other people makes it a lot easier. So yeah, finding the right community, that is a key. Section 5, passing funded accounts. The easiest and quickest way. Now, for a lot of you guys, this is probably going to be the most important section here, because you buy these funded accounts and you have no clue what to do with them, how to risk on them, and how to use them effectively to actually get payouts quick. So how to actually leverage prop firms. So funded accounts are the fastest way to scale capital in 2026. It's old news, and it is true. The goal is not for huge wins, it's controlled mechanical gains. And I'm going to go in depth of how you can actually start scaling to even 5 figures a month within 6 months. The main thing is a risk plan. So the evaluation and the live accounts are different. So what I'm going to cover is the evaluation phase. So you've got your phase 1 and your phase 2. You've got 8% and 4%. That's give or take. If you've gone for a 1 phase, it's a bit different, but it works the same way. So on your first trade on a funded account, you need to be risking 1%. And if it's a win, increase the risk. The next trades, risk 2% consistently until you pass. If the first trade fails, risk 0.5% until you're in 1% profit again. So it's a super, super easy mechanic that you can implement. But what it actually does is it protects your capital while you're in drawdown, and then it elevates your profits when you're in profit. So use a fixed risk to reward. So we use 1 to 2, and then 4 winning trades equals a pass on phase 1. So you're getting 2% or 4% each time. So why does this work? You're preserving your drawdown and you capitalize on good momentum. This also keeps you from revenge trading. So people get very worried when they're in drawdown, but I'll just show you my dashboard. I mean, for me, I've received countless payouts in the past couple of months because I've been capitalizing on this strategy, and I've been using it live so that I can prove that it works. And this is now what I offer all of the students that we teach, just to ensure that they can pass funded evaluations quickly and they're not sat on it for too long, because the actual money comes from the live account, not the evaluation. So yeah, we need to pretty much use this plan, try it for yourself. Obviously use it on your own accord. You can trade however you want, but this is what I found to be the quickest way to pass a funded account. And with this, you'll notice a lot of the time that you're actually already at the profit target before the trading days are covered. So it's very fast, it's very effective, especially for evals, but it does come with it drawbacks as well. For example, if you lose a handful of trades in a row, it is harder to climb out of drawdown. But like I say, this is something that we go more in depth on within our video modules. But yeah, so get yourself a funded and use this plan, and I guarantee you will pass a funded extremely quickly, alongside using the strategy that we've provided too. It's a strategy that I trade on a daily basis. I show all the trades on the Instagram, so make sure you go and look at them. And there's a few trade recaps on the YouTube as well. But yeah, so section 6 is scaling to 6 and 7 figures in funding. Now this is where you're going to scale rapidly. Big payouts. So I scaled from obviously 3K, 4K, the lot. I got max allocated with FundedX. That's the only firm that I'll use. I'll put a link to them in the description. But using the scaling model to pass the evaluation, I got on these very, very quickly on the live phase. And then 2026, once you pass 1 to 2 accounts, the skill is multiplying. What you need to be doing is stacking multiple prop accounts up. So don't just buy one evaluation. I'd say go for something a 50k or above. I wouldn't go lower than 50k accounts, because yeah, you can make profit on them, but it's nowhere. You're not going to scale at a very fast pace trading on a 10k account. So I'd just go straight for the 50k or above. Use the evaluation strategy that I just showed you. And then you need to start stacking your accounts. So buy multiple and then put them together with something like Traders Connect. Trade the same strategy on all of them with the same risk, and focus on 1 to 2 pairs to reduce the stress. So like I was saying before in the previous steps, you need to be looking at 1 to 2 pairs, capitalizing on them, and just understanding how that market moves as good as you can. On the live account, take 2% payout consistently until it's natural, and then up your target to 4%. You don't scale by increasing the risk, but increasing the capital. So, like I say, I've kept my risk the same. I just consistently look for 2 to 4% in payouts, and rather than increasing my risk on the account, because that just gives me more mental stress, I'll just buy another account, pass the evaluation, and then I'll just go on to trading it the exact same. I'll pair them together with Traders Connect and go from there. So use this model. You can screenshot all of these, but I'll leave the whole system in the description anyway. But yeah, so task to complete now is find a prop firm that suits you. So for me, like I've said, FundedX, the executions are brilliant for the strategy that I use. I can refine. The rules are good. I use their premier accounts. And like I say, I'm now max allocated. I'm aiming for 1 million in funding, so that'll be coming very soon. But yeah. So yeah, find a prop firm that suits you, get an evaluation that's 50k or above, and then use the method above to pass. It's so simple. I mean, this whole system 5 years ago would have seemed so complicated to people, but we're actually doing less to get more of a result here. So yeah, like I say, just stay with me, because there is more to it. So the next step is proof of concept and education. So now I'm going to show you everything that we have got here, all paired together in how we teach it to our students, just to prove to you that it actually works. So, like I say, we provide everything mentioned in this video and more to refinements to our students as just one of the many onboarding documents. So what I'm just showing you here is just one onboarding form that we give to our students, and it's covered in one of the coaching calls. So here is just basically it in action. So this is Dean. He's one of our students. He's been with us for quite a while now, but it's taken a while to, kind of fit everything into place. So the first step was adjusting routine and finding a strategy. So obviously he was working on site, and through a mutual, he actually found us and started working alongside us, learning our concepts. So he's refined his strategy here so that he can be a lot better on the charts. From there, he's back tested and forward tested the data. So he's averaging 60% plus, and that's, it's unreal growth, to be fair. That's $16,000 profit on a 100k account. with a 60% win rate. So that's 50%. I mean, that's over 50%, which is exactly what we look for. But don't believe the bullshit that you're seeing out in the industry that it needs to be 85% plus. I mean, I do have an 80% win rate, but that's because I'm a lot more passive and I have a lot less risk exposure. So I preserve my capital a lot more. But yeah, anyway, going forward, so he's tested the data here. And then he enters the Discord with like-minded individuals. So he's been here for a while now. I can honestly say the improvements I've been seeing in my trading since listening to the team and locking in and doing the work speech for itself. Past 2 accounts in 12 days, as well as receiving a 3.5% payout, and it's just the start. You always have ongoing support with the chat, whether it goes from CEOs, mentors, or just other normal traders. Glad I'm here, and I'm genuinely excited to see how far I can progress with Entity. So that just says it all. I mean, before we even started here, this is just 3 of the 5 steps that we've covered, which is routine, backtesting, and then finding a Discord. He's also got the strategy as well, so it's technically 4 steps, but you can just see how much progress has been made since joining us. So, like I say, since then, Dean has passed multiple prop firm accounts, and he's actually just recently started scaling. So we've actually put him on a scaling plan to start, getting him into the 4-figure payouts. But like I say, for the progress that he's made, these payouts are absolutely unbelievable. And this is just one of many students that we do coach. So he's just recently invested in the 6-figure account and is on track to passing and requesting consistent payouts. Let me just show you the Discord. So we're active day in, day out. I mean, I've got so many messages right now. Oh my God. But like I say, we're all capitalizing on discipline and making money using these systems. I mean, we've got the whole team taking absolutely ridiculous trades, and it works day in, day out, which is awesome. We put our YouTube videos in, trade breakdowns, everything, which is good. But yeah, this is pretty much the whole system that we have in place. And all our students are using it. Like I say, this plan, if you follow it step by step, I can guarantee you're going to see consistent progression and success at a very, very fast pace. I mean, we're talking 3 to 6 months, because you can start implementing all of the things that I've showed you here today. I mean, you can adjust your routine now. You can go into Notion. You can use all the templates that I've provided for you guys to, make it so you wake up at 7 a.m. tomorrow, you start learning the strategy. Tomorrow afternoon, you can start backtesting the strategy. Obviously, there's more videos that go in depth. If you don't know how to use TradingView or anything like that, we've got videos about that coming. But yeah, you need to be implementing these systems. But yeah, boys, that is the complete roadmap and system that our students and myself are using to consistently scale throughout the months going on. And next year, I can guarantee you, if you implement these systems, you will grow at an excessively quick pace. So yeah, make sure to click the links in the description, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.